Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the shed. It's time to get to work. I've got some eBay orders to pull, so let's get right to it. Okay, first order I'm pulling is from my second eBay store. It's some wrestling DVDs. One is called Turning Point 2007 Against All Odds. Is supposedly from 2006. Let's see. See if I have any other Against All Odds, and I'll compare it to the I think these are the only ones I have anyway. That one says 2007. I'll compare it to the picture on the eBay listing. But these are going out to Kevin, who has bought from me quite a few times in the past. I think these are like about $10 a piece. But thank you very much, Kevin. Really appreciate it. And I'll double check and make sure these are right. Okay, another repeat buyer, Lang, bought this little Batman automobilia car. It says Batman number 311. I don't know what that's from. But anyway, thank you very much, Lang. I think it was like $14.99. Hope you like it. Sold a laser disc. This is The Legend of Hell House. Here we go. This one with this plastic sleeve on it. I think this was $10.99 plus shipping on top. Did that girl get crushed? Is that her getting crushed by a cross? That's pretty dark. I went and pulled this little camera out of I have a camera box bottom right. But this little Minolta camera is going out to Roger. Roger, thank you very much. I think it was, what was it? It was like $14.99 plus ship. So thanks again, man. Over on the main store, sold a 70 Pontiac Firebird right here, and I got $21.99 for this. This is going out to a viewer, and I looked, and all I could see is your eBay store name, and then like the ship to address had your eBay store name also. So I'm so sorry, but I don't know your name. But thank you very much for buying the model. I hope you enjoy. Next up is one of these, and I have not sold very many of these. I think maybe I've sold one so far. This flex tension thing. It's actually pretty nice because it does have quite a few bits in there, and then it has like, well, y'all see how it works. Like you can actually go like around corners with it and stuff, supposedly. I've never tried one. I probably should. Especially since they're not selling all that fast. But anyway, Chris bought one of these. So thank you very much, Chris. What was the price on it? $13.79. I appreciate it. On the Inox shelf, we have a Bat Boat. Bat Boat. This right here. They always look so weird sitting next to each other. I don't know what it is. I think this is it. Yeah, $19.99 plus shipping on top. Candace shelf. I've got a Superman. I've got a Superman. I think he's right here. Multiverse. That's it. This sold for $14.99 plus shipping on top. And I've got to go back to the Pippin shelf and pull a Carl Edwards car. Danica Patrick. You know what's surprising? At least to me, like maybe I should have known, I think it might be that bottom car actually, is whenever I got these NASCAR things, I got a bunch of them. I don't know, 30 or something like that. And I'm like, I'm going to have these for 3 years. I didn't think they would do well. But guess what? They have actually done extremely well. So yeah, this is it. Carl Edwards Aflac car, $19.99 plus shipping on top for that. And then last order are 4 Scott Pilgrim manga books from over here somewhere. Here we go. From the bookshelf has been very popular with buyers the past few weeks. Put stuff up here and it disappears again. Yeah, four of these books for $10.99 plus media mail shipping on top. So that's everything that everything that's sold. Now I packed some of it over there already. I'm going to pack this up, then we'll take a look. Okie doke, that's everything that's going out today. Maybe one bag, probably 2 bags though. I think maybe 1.5 bags, somewhere in there. I'm gonna bring that out, and later on tonight we'll get to some questions. Good evening, everyone. We are back in the shed. It's nighttime, and I've got a bunch of Hot Wheels out here. I went and got a box full. Actually, I got several boxes full earlier today, and this is from the last buy I made. And man, this is just it's just overload for me. Like, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna sell all these things. I think like this car right here might be like a $30 car or so, but I need to figure out how to identify which ones are like the treasure hunts or super treasure hunts or whatever. And then I have other cars where I'm going to try and bundle as much as possible, because I don't want to make like 1,000 separate listings. So like, I have a whole stack here. This is nothing but Mustangs. All these, yeah, including that one, huh? That's a funny car. But yeah, nothing but Mustangs in that stack. Like, this is 3 55 Chevys, and I'm going to try and do stuff like that as much as possible. And like, I've got a couple of Flintstones cars here. There's a Jetsons. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I've got my work cut out for me. I just need to figure out like the best happy medium between getting value and putting in the least amount of effort on my part. Because like, to get the max value, I'd have to list them all individually. Not doing that. Not interested in that. But I also don't want to sell like gems, give away gems if I don't have to. What I would call a gem would probably be $20 plus car. So I'm actually considering maybe trying auctions anytime I sell any of this stuff, because I think the Hot Wheels nuts will look at it, and hopefully more than one will identify, hey, there's that special car I've been looking for, or a special car that has a lot of value. But yeah, we'll see. But anyways, I did pull the last video. There were a ton of great comments. If y'all didn't watch that video, it's the last one I just published on the channel yesterday, or actually this morning, as I record this. And lots of good ideas for things people want to see on eBay, changed on eBay. And it's not just a bunch of griping, just a ton of good ideas I hadn't thought about. But so that was a very interesting read. Thank y'all for participating. I did pull a few of those suggestions out, and also a few questions. Okay, this one is from Marisa Apelis. Hope I'm saying that right. How would you add additional insurance costs to priority mail items that are over $500? I know it automatically comes with $100, and would you add it to ship costs and listing? So the way you could do that, if you're doing like calculated shipping, and I've done this before on more expensive stuff, is just add a handling charge. Like, go in to like whatever amount of insurance you're going to want to add, take an outgoing shipment and go to print a shipping label, and then act like you're going to add insurance to it and find out what the insurance costs, and then you can add that to your listing as a handling charge. Easy. Comment from Roy over at RK Treasure Center YouTube channel. I would change the payment timelines. I do not understand why someone would click on buy it now, then you wait and wait and wait. Finally, 98% of the time, they finally pay for it, sometimes a day or two later. I think that if someone clicks buy it now, it should mean buy it now before they exit eBay, or at least it should be in the shopping cart. And if they don't pay for it before they leave the eBay site, then that item goes back on the store shelf. Okay, I agree with that. That is one huge weakness. If you like, somebody sends you an offer and then you accept that offer, then they can take like, I think it's like 2 or 3 days. I could look it up, but I'm too lazy. 2 or 3 days before you can open a item not paid case, and then it's like another couple 2-3 days before you can close it. So the whole turnaround between them accepting, or between you accepting that offer and being able to close the case, your item could be off the market for like 5 days, which is a lot. That's a lot of time, a lot of wasted time. So I agree with that. I don't know what the correct answer would be here, but maybe they can make it even, like there's a whole bunch of other things they could do, but at least just shorten those windows, if nothing else. Like make it a day before you open that, before you can open that case, and then another 24 hours before you close it. Like if you could get a 48-hour turnaround on that, that'd be a lot better than 5 days anyway. So that's a good one, Roy. All right, Toy Addict said, I would love it if I could more easily combine items and enter a new weight so that eBay could calculate shipping. I probably sell multiple items to one buyer twice a week. I do too. I do it a lot too. The current process is a pain in the butt. Maybe people could put multiple items in their cart and eBay could send you a message to enter a new weight so they could combine shipping. That would be great. Yes, and I don't know, again, that was one that I thought of, like combining multiple items onto one order and then like the shipping thing. That was one that I thought of. The only reason I didn't mention it was I didn't know exactly how to handle it. But whatever they could come up with, it would be better than it is now. Because it is a pain in the rear. And then you end up having to, like, a lot, like I do this a bunch, like probably at least once a day. I'm refunding people on PayPal for excess shipping. So yeah, I don't know what the answer is to that, but it would be really nice if they could figure something out. Question from Alan. How do you connect to UPS to purchase their shipping? Is it available through eBay or do you have to go to UPS website? Okay, so what you do is, well, I'm going to put a link if I remember, but I just searched UPS shipping PayPal on Google. It'll bring you to this website. PayPal users are eligible for discounts when they ship with UPS. If you go here, it will take you through the whole process. It's easy to get started. You click here and then you can go ahead and sign up. If you don't have a UPS account already, they'll show you how to make one real fast. It'll take you about 5 minutes. And then at that point, the next time you have one that you want to ship via UPS, you go to your PayPal account and I always click on payments received. I find that payment and then you go over and you click on ship. And then you could select either USPS or UPS, and then I select UPS ground, put in the dimensions and weight and all that stuff, and then you buy your label there and print it. The Knox brothers, it would be nice to have access to the actual amount an item sold for if a best offer was accepted. There used to be a workaround to get that info, but it's no longer available. Yeah, the last few times I've tried to use flippertools.com to find out actual best offer sold price. There's another one too. I can't remember the other website, but I tried it too. And that tool hasn't worked for me lately. So yeah, you're right. That is like the workarounds are not working. And basically on best offer stuff, a lot of times you just can't see the price. And I think there's a problem there. Like, I think ethically speaking, I think eBay should tell us what stuff is selling for, both buyers and sellers, so we have an idea what the actual value of the thing is. I think it's unethical for them to hide that price. I don't like that one bit. So yeah, I completely agree with you. Rather be out fishing. Do you know if you're able to take 2 padded envelopes, not flat rate, but my own, and can I connect 2 of them and tape it where it connects because I have a long item, or will USPS not allow me to ship that way? So yeah, you could probably ship that way. I don't remember recently where USPS turned me away with any package, and I do all kind of crazy stuff, and I've done even crazier stuff in the past. So as long as you make it secure and Yeah, as long as the package is securely packed, they'll take it. Like, unless you have some crazy post office people, and most of us don't. Like, they accept pretty much every package I've ever brought. The only the only time I've ever had trouble with packages. One time I brought a box that I was reusing, and it had some kind of a battery warning on the outside of it, like lithium battery or I can't remember what it was. Some kind of warning. And I was like, look, that item is not in this box. It's okay. Here, I'll just tape over it. And she said, nope, once I've seen it, I can't take it at all, no matter what you do. So that kind of stuff is the only stuff I've ever had turned away. Okay, I thought this was brilliant. Who's Your Picker wrote this. And this is one of the reasons I like doing these kind of videos. Like the last video, you see stuff that you're like, oh wow, I'd never thought of that. Like, I wouldn't have thought of this. He said, I think having a soft close on auctions would stop sniping, create more early bidding, and in the end realize higher selling prices for sellers and more commission for eBay. Absolutely agree on that. Absolutely agree. Soft close on eBay auctions, it might revive auctions to some extent. And what does he mean by soft close? It basically, if a new bid, no matter what time it comes in, if a new bid comes in at the last second, well, now there's a clock that's set, no matter how long it is, whether it be 60 seconds, 30 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever, but the bidding is now open again. Like, there's no hard stop at a certain time. I did an online auction recently where I bought this stuff that I've only sold one thing of so far. Like these things and this stuff. And it's brilliant because, like, you make your bid and it adds 12 seconds, I think, to the clock. And then somebody else can make a bid. And if they make a bid, it adds another 12 seconds. And so on until nobody makes a bid. I think that would be brilliant. I think it would be a lot of fun. And they wouldn't have to add a minute. It could be like 15 seconds. And I think that would be a big deal. I think you could see some like impulsive type bids and stuff like that. Because even I had that big, I've been watching for a while. I had a big auction going on for an old Boy Scout sash, and the price went from 7 something to 9 something with 8 seconds left. Now, what would have happened if there would have been a soft close? That thing might have sold for $1,500. You know, it's undoubtedly somebody missed out on making a bid because they didn't think another bid would come in. So I think that's a brilliant suggestion. Question from Pugs309. Have you ever had an item damaged through FedEx or UPS? How do you handle it if so? I have not had an item damaged through UPS because I haven't used UPS a bunch. And so far, knock on wood, no issues with UPS. However, I did have something damaged through FedEx. This was, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or something. I want to say it was like a DVD VCR combo or something like that. And it just showed up just trashed. And the box is all crushed and everything. And it was a pretty strong box too. Well, anyways, I went to their site. I filed a online form or whatever there. And they had a check to me within about a week. And I know, like, I want to say a couple months later, John, Cincinnati Picker, he had something get damaged through FedEx too. And I told him, I said, yeah, go do the online form. He did it, and he got a check pretty soon thereafter too. So that's the only time recently that I've had any kind of damage, and it was with FedEx, and they paid. No questions asked, no problems at all. They didn't ask to see the package or anything like that. And USPS, I've typically had pretty good success with too, filing like online damage claims, and then like they send the check out pretty quickly. Typically, there's been a couple of times where they ask for some more information though. Here's a question from Joe Oxley. I have pirate ship, but it hasn't saved me money yet. Anytime I check on the price by importing into eBay, the cost is always the same as USPS. Am I missing something? When is it advantageous to use pirate ship? Okay, so this is a very good question. Most things that I ship are the same price as shipping through eBay, or sometimes it's even cheaper to ship via eBay. If you're a top-rated seller, a lot of times the eBay rate will be even cheaper than pirate ship by just a little bit. The exceptions, the times when pirate ship makes sense, is when you could send something cubic shipping rate, cubic priority shipping rate, and that's when it's half a foot total cubic dimensions or less. Then a lot of times that will be cheaper via pirate ship. I'm not willing to go all into cubic shipping right here, but that is one of the instances. The other instance that I always use pirate ship is when I am shipping international via simple export rate. That saves a bunch of money. But just about everything else, media, first class, regular priority shipping, padded flat rate envelope, medium flat rate box, all that stuff, I just ship it via eBay. So yeah, those two cases right there, cubic shipping, simple export rate. And I don't think any other times, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there's any other time that pirate ship is actually cheaper. Now, whenever I've sold like these box resizer knives that I sell, or when I've sold coffee mugs in the past, even though pirate ship isn't cheaper, it's really the easiest way for me to ship, to do bulk shipping for that stuff. So I use it for that also, because I'm able to import all my orders from Big Cartel and then like print out hundreds of them at a time on my printer, buy and print the postage. Makes that really easy. But yeah, hope that helps. Okay, Liquidation Pro says, I am surprised they are not roasting you for leaving the $29.99 Walmart sticker on the Batman toy. If my price is more, I normally pull those off because I don't want the buyer to feel like they got ripped off. What's your normal process for pricing clearance stickers? Okay, so whenever I have an item like that big Batman that I shipped yesterday, and it's older, like I want to say that Batman was like probably 20 years old. If there's a price tag on it, I leave it. Like I don't even care about that. Like if it's a vintage price tag, I don't take it off. I don't see the point. I think that people kind of understand them. I'm coming back here because I want to see if I have. These are some other cases where I would probably leave stickers on. Let's see. I bet some of these that have the shrink on. Let's see. Are there any price tags? No, not on that. Well, of course, since I come back here to look at these, they're not going to have price tags. Right? Oh, here we go. Lion Wars. Closeout, $5. This game is from 1994. So it's like 26 years old. I don't care about that price tag. Very similar to that Batman toy. So if it's something that's kind of vintage or a little older, then I'll leave the price tag on. If it's something modern, like if I did some retail arbitrage, I most definitely would not leave the price tag on. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will see y'all again soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.